Hello, everyone.
Guys.
Starting it up differently. These streams are for Park and Eat.
Yeah.
But they are also going to be a different kind of stream that is going to have wonderful guests like the wonderful person below us, Kelly from the Mickey Bunch.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Goody. Come on. It's great. We love you.
Our favorite pirate. Arr.
Yes.
Yo ho.
Arr.
Yo ho.
Okay. So this is called what was it?
Hometown Highjinks and Disney.
Hometown Highjinks and Disney. Yes.
Hi, Dave. Good to
Hello,
see
Dave.
you. Hello, Debbie. It's good to see you as well.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Daddy. Just welcome in.
It was the first show, and we were laughing like all get up because we could not stop. Yeah. We were reminiscing from the past, so it just
we were.
I know it's just it's never ending.
In a good way. It's never
in
ending,
a very
in the best
good
way.
Yes.
Okay, Richard, please read Dave's the question.
Okay, one question: How you got to Silly's on there with beautiful lady? How you two got on there with a beautiful lady?
Yeah.
Well, it all started from the Mickey Bunch basically saying that she's pointing out that I am a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am a
very
funny
clever
guy.
And funny.
And for not very many people that know this, but the first stream that I did on a different person's channel other than mine was with her.
Mm-hmm.
She invited me on. I came on. I was all like, I've never done this before.
Mm-hmm.
We had so much fun. If I'm correct, it was the Disneylander's Guide to Disneyland, or like a breakdown, like really into and it was so much fun. And I spy talent, and you two both have such great.
And then I found him.
You probably found Mike through me too.
Well, I did not, but
well,
I convinced you to stream.
Yeah, but here's the other thing with this. Because I remember when I was in her the stream, and she was like, "Oh, we'll go over and see the Space Mountain Dave," and then that's where all of that started, was from her. Believe it or not.
So thank me or blame me.
Thank you very much. Seriously.
It all started with Kelly. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm blushing.
Yes.
You make my heart so happy. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, we have a very big community, so I thought I might as well just start this up.
Well, thank you. Now, if I could only get you into a Starbucks, Dave, then we would be fantastic.
Oh.
I still cannot get him into Starbucks.
I can maybe get him into Starbucks.
Dave, why? Yeah. What's anti-Starbucks?
He does not like Starbucks.
He doesn't.
I mean, you don't like Delicious? What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
I drink the waters. I still swear up and down the waters at Starbucks taste better than anywhere else in the world.
They're wonderful.
And I have a taste to them. How do they do that? I do not know.
It is true, though. Their water is very delicious.
It is
very delicious waters, and they're free. So I'm like, okay.
And it's free. And if it's free, it's for me. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the word free.
Start with the intro. I'll try to get the intro in here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Blue Man Cheese, and this is also Mikey, Park, and Eat. This is a new show that we have going now. Hometown Highjinks and Disney.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you. I love it. I love that intro. That's awesome.
So if
Very
anyone was wondering-
fancy. Very fancy, Richard.
Yes, I get very better with my vlogs. That's what I started with. So if I did it for 3 years, obviously I have to be a little bit good at it.
Oh, with vlogs, did you say?
Yeah, vlogs. That's what I
Yeah,
started.
I've been at it longer than that. I'm not sure I'm still very good at it.
Are good at it. And I've seen
so that's the first time I showed that intro. Hopefully a lot of people like
It's
that intro.
very
It was
cool.
very cool. A lot of music. And if you noticed that house that showed that what had the
Seven Dwarfs.
7 dwarfs in front of it, that's my next door neighbor.
Oh my goodness.
That's
really
from Ocean Shores.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Cool beans.
Yes. So that was pretty cool. And then the second one was, I believe, Animal Kingdom Lodge, if I remember correctly. My home away from home. You can't.
Yep.
You can't. Yeah. You got
Animal Kingdom Lodge is so great. I mean, probably my kids and I's favorite restaurant.
Yes.
Disney World is there.
I wish I
Whispering
could go
Canyon.
there. I have
So
not
good.
But
Yeah, Animal Kingdom Lodge is so beautiful, and you just always feel like it's, I don't know, you've stopped out of Disney World, and now you're like in some sort of rustic.
It's one of those weird parks also that you don't really need to go to any of the regular parks, and you can be at your resort and have a lot of things.
I'm talking about Wilderness Lodge because I'm an idiot. Oh. Animal Kingdom Lodge. Okay, never mind. Sanaa is actually very good too.
Wilderness Lodge.
I have a funny story about Sanaa.
What is Wilderness Lodge's main?
I'm talking about Wilderness Canyon. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wilderness Lodge dining. What is that? That's the skillet place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whispering Canyon.
Whispering Canyon, love it. But Animal Kingdom Lodge is good too. You know, they're the same architecture. You know, the same plans. So,
and then
but
also,
look so different, but so cool. As a Grand Californian too.
Yep,
so
Grand Californian had the same person who made it. Yes.
Yeah. Very majestic.
Very majestic.
For me, I am more of a boardwalk fan. I love the boardwalk.
Yeah.
You love what? I'm so sorry. I was having trouble hearing you guys. That's why I went off on Wilderness Lodge. What?
I love the boardwalk. I love it.
Oh, that's right. You're an Epcot guy, though.
Yeah, he's an Epcot guy.
I love Epcot.
You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I'll stick with the contemporary. You know,
that is my dream resort. Actually, believe it or not, it is.
I don't know that I've ever met a man that doesn't love the contemporary.
Yeah,
I think it's that kind of modern vibe.
I've never been inside, and I want to.
Yeah, we need to take Mike inside because he loves it's a small world anyway, and he doesn't.
I do.
He hasn't got to see the Merle Wall yet, so.
Oh, nice! Yeah. You'll love it. Yeah,
love that Merle Wall.
What do you mean ugly? That's not nice.
Oh God! Well, I guess we have someone that we never get to see on here a lot. It's good to see Taylor Made Magic on here. Thank you for supporting.
Oh, I was wondering who said ugly. Oh, it's my daughter. Are you talking about the contemporary, Taylor?
I'm sorry.
I can't see chat. So, no, honestly, when I say all men love the contemporary, they do. They love it. They love the fact that the monorail goes through it. They just, men will gush about the contemporary.
Yeah.
I am sort of like, ew. I'm with Taylor. Like, it just, ew. Like, there's so much more beautiful resorts, like the Boardwalk, like Polynesian, my absolute favorite at Disney World. But Animal Kingdom Lodge, Wilderness Lodge, you know, all of them, the contemporary, like, ew. Like,
I own in Daylight Towers, DVC.
Well, that's because you're bougie. And, you know, you should remember your friends. Just remember your friends.
I might think about it.
Taylor and I like to stay, you know, at those places. So, you know, tell your adult.
And also, for anyone that is wondering, best viewing spot for the fireworks at Magic Kingdom, contemporary, right on the
Yeah.
middle, right in the middle, up above.
Well, what about the Grand Floridian right outside of your balcony, right
Better
across
than
the
that
Red
one.
Castle?
I swear it is.
It actually is better because you're closer
Yeah.
and you're up high. So
Yeah,
you're
right.
like the
You're
height
higher
of the fireworks. It's
It's
incredible.
It's an overhang walkway. It's what I'm talking about, and you just kind of stand on the
Yeah.
walkway and just look. To
Yeah, between the towers,
Yes.
right? So
yeah.
it's incredible. Or
It's
even
incredible
up at the
yeah.
Top of the World Lounge, or
Yep.
it's called
And
something else.
I
now,
usually just try to go towards the nice little quick eats. I believe right there. Get a little bit of snacks, sit there, and then watch the fireworks while eating a little bit of snacks at the same time. Some chicken fingers. Oh,
yum! I'm hungry.
That's Disney chicken fingers, right?
I've never
Disney
had
chicken
them.
fingers are
I've
like
never had them.
Yes, they're
they're
perfect.
so good
I've
They're
never
good.
had them.
and consistently good wherever you
Yeah.
get them.
Wherever, yeah, which is
And
nice.
I've never had them. So I need to have them. I know.
He needs to have them. We need to send it over to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor lives on the chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Disney.
I would too if I lived over there.
Welcome in. It's good to see you.
Even the place like Splitsville Lanes has very, very good chicken fingers. You don't have to go to a park to get to the really good chicken fingers. I swear.
I just want to go to
And try and say chicken fingers so many times in a row, and it's really hard. But
hello, Dean.
Hi, Dean. It's so good to see you.
is he trying to convince us now that turkey legs are better than chicken fingers?
I honestly get that
No,
sort
he
of
just said hi.
but
I believe.
yeah.
John? Is John here?
Yes.
Yes, they're from John.
Full of
Yes.
chat.
Yeah.
Debbie. Hello,
Surf's up,
Debbie.
dude.
Hello, Miss Debbie.
Mm-hmm. So good to see you.
So all the cool kids are here. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
yes.
chat.
Okay. Okay. So
Now I just want to talk about fireworks spots and where to get the best chicken
I
fingers.
know.
So places I lived by. I'm going to show this next intro, which goes into our officially first segment of hometown, hijinks, and Disney. There you go.
So,
Ah.
where, so
So,
where
I just
do
start off
you
myself.
like
So,
to eat?
I lived for about a few months down in Florida when I was about 3 to 4 years old. It was when I was really young. I barely remember it. We lived like 5 minutes from the wonderful Buc-ee's.
Oh, okay.
And that's what that kind of theme went through because we don't have them in the West Coast. I am originally from the East Coast. I moved to the West Coast, then back to the East Coast, then back to the West Coast, and now I'm trying to move back to the East Coast. So I can't make up my mind. It's always the coast. It's like the far end of the.
I'm with you. I definitely want to live on the coast.
Yes.
East Coast, West Coast. Just the coast.
Love it. But Buc-ee's is a big topic for anyone that's from Texas or from Florida. You love your Buc-ee's because guess what? That is where the pulled pork sandwich or the chicken strip sandwich is, or any of the wonderfully flavored nuts or gummies have.
And you got to have your beaver nugget.
And then your beaver nuggets have to be there.
Yes.
I got to try beaver nuggets that I remember first time was about 2 years ago. I loved them. I probably had beaver nuggets when I was about 3 years old, but I don't remember them. So
they taste like, let's be honest, they taste like corn pops. Does anybody remember corn pop cereal?
Yep.
They taste like kind of like huge corn pops.
Yes, very, very much so. They also had sriracha beaver nuggets when I was there, and I was like, I don't know if I wanted those. I'm like,
yeah, they do have the different flavors now.
The different flavors. What I loved though, and I keep going back towards them because this is the only place you can find this flavor for cashews. I love my cashews. Cinnamon churro cashews.
Yum. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Blowing it out of water. It's only at Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is, Daytona Beach got the first one in Florida when I lived only a few miles from there, and it was a big deal, and so I didn't really understand. I kind of was getting a little mad because on the news and stuff as they were promoting it, they were talking about it's the Disneyland of gas stations. And I'm like, I will fight you. Quit disgracing my Disneyland, right? So, but you go and it's literally the Disneyland of gas stations. Like it had 70 gas pumps, number one. But you go in and there's a full-on confectionery. There's
every single one has these.
Yeah, like and they're like mixing the fudge and the and all the things. And I mean, it's a full-on confectionery. You see them, they're roasting the meats and smoking them and doing all the things. It is very amazing. It is definitely a must do.
I've never been there.
Their fudge is fantastic for people that follow it. I got to have what was that Orange Dream one time, and then I tried the key lime pie. Both of them were fantastic. I cannot stay away from wild and weird flavors. What can I say?
Yes, I'm a sucker for those things too. Like, oh, that sounds exceptionally odd. Let me try it.
Exactly. Let me try it.
Well,
I will do that except for spicy. Now, if it has spicy in the name, I know that the name. I've memorized all the peppers' names by now. I cannot eat them.
I get you.
Sriracha, jalapeno. There's just the list goes on. But also anything.
I love me some spice.
Buffalo seasoning. I can't have
some spice.
Oh, I love buffalo spice.
I cannot have the buffalo seasoning ones.
I put Frank's Red Hot Buffalo on everything. It's good on pizza. It's good on pasta. It's good on any protein of any sort.
Yes. So I know a lot of people that love putting the hot that sauce that you're talking about. I heard about it, and people put it on almost everything. I swear.
I put on everything other than dessert.
The all-elusive ketchup container on the side, they replace it with hot sauce, basically.
Yeah.
I heard of people doing that to what was that? The chicken bacon ranch at Subway, and then you put the hot sauce inside of it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, it's good.
That sounds awesome.
Too much for me.
Awesome. I'm like, I'm craving some Subway now.
Well, because I know for me, there was spice, and I absolutely love the Chipotle Ranch. I love the Chipotle Ranch.
Yeah.
I will dip anything in it, and it's like heaven.
Yeah.
So good.
Really good, yeah. So let me think. For me, where do I like to eat? Well, when I go to New York before the show, I love to go to Junior's. I love going to Junior's and getting my meal and then getting a nice big slice of cheesecake. I love Junior's cheesecakes.
Now,
I love them.
Anyone that is wondering, Junior's cheesecake is huge.
Yes, and
it's big enough. You can order online
You can,
You can
and they
get
do
any
ship.
cheesecake sent to your home
Mhm.
anywhere in the
Yep.
U.S.
Yep.
Oh, cool beans.
Mhm.
My
Good
sister
to
got it sent
know.
to her.
Anywhere
She's
in
in
the United
Seattle.
States, they will send you one. Mhm.
Love
There's only one
that.
Junior's.
My personal favorite is red velvet.
Oh,
I
no.
love the red
Ooh, red
velvet.
velvet cheesecake.
Mhm.
Red velvet cheesecake. He loves
Yum.
that.
Hello, Paul Engel. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Hi, Paul.
Good to see you.
I had, what was it? Peach cobbler, I think. Peach cobbler cheesecake.
At Junior.
And it was good.
Okay.
At Junior's. Yeah.
Nice. I wonder when they did that because
Seasonal. It was
yeah. Yep.
around last year when I was lived there, and I think
Yeah.
it was around November-ish, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
One of their seasonal flavors, the weird
Yeah.
ones.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Chocolate turtle.
Wait
I've
a
had
minute.
that one
Wait a
there
minute.
before too.
Surf Bum?
Oh, you
Yes, I
cannot.
have. I have had Cinderella cheesecake before.
Oh, the Cinderella
That was
cheesecake.
delicious.
Yeah.
And the one of my favorite bakeries used to have it until they went out of business.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, what? I need to know. What's Cinderella cheesecake? Tell me it doesn't
Okay.
taste like feet. What's going on with Cinderella's cheesecake?
Okay. The Cinderella cheesecake was the cheesecake place in the Riverside, New Jersey, which was very good cheesecake, and believe it or not, for the fundraisers, you would be able to get the Cinderella cheesecakes, like full size the cheesecakes, and they were very, very good. And then one year they went out of business for like some wacko reason, and we were all stunned because I'm like, wow, when did this happen? And they were just really, really good.
Was a Cinderella a flavor or was it the brand?
I think it was a brand at one time.
Yes, it was a brand.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm thinking, what flavor is Cinderella?
Cinderella.
That's
okay. But their cheesecakes were like really good, and the L&M Bakery in the Delran used to have them. They don't now.
Yeah.
But I cannot wait to go to L&M the next time I go down to my mom's, and they get me some donuts and Boost. Ugh.
Love it.
I'm craving it.
One of the places I do love around where I live right now, Ocean Shores, is a place called Bennett's Fish Shack.
Okay.
Really, really good fish and chips. And they have many, many different things, but they also have breaded chicken and strips. So they have an option for people that like their seafood.
That would be me.
They are really good at fish and chips, so, and they have like 15 different flavors you can have for your fries. They put seasonings on it. So
ooh, I love that.
Oh, fun. Love that.
It's fun. Yeah. Best one for me, garlic and Parmesan.
Hallelujah. Now you are speaking.
Oh, yes.
I love garlic parm. I love
garlic parm on top of fries. I'm happy.
The more garlicky, the better for me.
Love that.
So, Polly, where do you like to eat in your location?
Okay, so Taylor and I were actually talking about this today. I'm gonna talk about Arizona because I've spent my most time here. But there's some really cool, locally owned places here. One like we like to go to for like special occasions. It's built on the top of South Mountain. And it's so cool because you enter it and it just looks like this small little building at the top of the mountain, but it's the actual restaurant is built in the mountain. And then so you go in it and it's very rustic. Like as you go in the door, you pass by, they have like a little like barnyard kind of thing, and there's always a big steer there, you know. So they serve steaks and, you know, things like that. They're famous for their rattlesnake appetizer, but and like lots of drinks, like kind of cowboy feel to it. But you enter, and then you have to go down a 2-story slide to get to the restaurant itself. And yeah, it's so yeah, a 2-story slide. Now I did film there one time. I'll edit it at some point. But so you go down this slide, and there's always a live band. So there's like dancing, a live like country band, and they just have great steaks, burgers, barbecue. The portions are like huge, and if you're seated out by one of the windows, you can see the entire Valley of the Sun, you know, from like Phoenix all the way to the East Valley. And especially at night, all the lights and stuff. It's just the food is great. The prices are really reasonable for, you know, kind of a special occasion place. But super, super fun. We love Wrestler's Roost. But just everyday eating, like where are we going to go? It's family owned, but they're like everywhere, and it's technically fast food, but it's like sit down restaurant quality, but fast food prices and service. And it's called Filiberto's, and they're everywhere. They are everywhere, but it's always good. The quality is amazing.
We have a few in Seattle.
Servings are huge. And so it's kind of this weird
West
fast
Coast
food, but so great. Filiberto's. But we love that. We love our Mexican food. And you know, one more that we just came from is you know, I don't like buffets. I'm not a buffet girly at all. I like to order what I want to eat and like get that. Because buffets generally are like less quality, but just so much, and I'm just not, and I don't know, they kind of freak me out. But there's one, and it's Chinese food. But I'm telling you, they do it right. It is so clean, so great. All the food is like great quality. We had it for lunch. We can barely move right now, but they have like a Mongolian in the back, so like you can build your own, and then they cook it right there in front of you. There's a sushi, which I don't enjoy, but if you do, there's a whole sushi bar with a sushi chef. And then they have like all your favorite, you know, things. So it's really great. We'd love to eat that. But of course, Mexican food. There's nothing like Arizona Mexican food. It is absolutely the best. Sonoran style Mexican food, the best in the world. Right here in Arizona. I'm telling you.
Where can you get a really good the taco?
Honestly, I have a couple places that I really like tacos. So a real taco does not come in like those taco shells that you get at the grocery store.
No.
And it does not have ground beef in it. So you want shredded beef or carne asada, something like that in your, that you got to have that in a taco. But what makes you know that it's authentic is when it's been filled in the tortilla and then all of it is deep fried. So deep fried at the same time, comes out so good, the cheese all melty, the you know carne all good, and then that just crisp, freshly deep fried taco. So I really like a place called Manuel's. It's family owned. I worked there like in college. I still love to go there. Somburros is kind of another family owned kind of fast food, but restaurant quality place that has awesome tacos. So yes, Somburros or Manuel's are my favorite.
I'm hungry now, and I already ate dinner, so it's like I'm hungry. We get very hungry on this channel.
I'll go.
Chris is in the house, so I just want to name one Arizona or Indiana food. I'm originally from southern Indiana, and Indiana is really known for their pork tenderloin sandwiches. So pork tenderloin is kind of like a German pork schnitzel, only a little thicker. So, and they're just so good. They're
Yeah,
so good,
they
and
can be
every
good if you
restaurant
make them correctly.
serves
Yeah.
pork tenderloin. So
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
Cool.
and some sugar
You know
cream
what?
pie.
I'm gonna say 2 more restaurants. Now,
Yeah,
that's
I do.
because I lived in New York for about a year. I had to figure out the right restaurants to eat at, right? I lived in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very few. There is some, but some of the places are not really friendly towards white people.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay.
Prominent
Maybe
black.
it was just you, Richard. Maybe it was just
No,
you.
it was
No,
prominent.
just
It's because
kidding. I'm
it
kidding.
was prominent black
Yeah.
people, even up to like 10 years ago, and then it only recently that it became more of like a hipster town. Weirdly,
Yeah.
Harlem has. There's not going to be any more of those gang violence, anything like that happened there. I'm glad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So I went to, because it was right on. I love just going on the subway station, because we had one, and I would just go all the way basically to the very end of it. Coney Island, Nathan's hot dog. There's no explanation. There's no explanation.
That is on my bucket list. I want to go to Coney Island so bad and have a Nathan.
Yes.
To Coney Island to get a real authentic Nathan's hot dogs. And it's believe me, I've eaten there myself as well.
Yeah,
it's
the only place in the world I recommend getting Nathan's.
Yeah.
If you go to anywhere else, like I've seen other places, like there's a lot of airports have them now.
Yes.
They have Nathan's.
I'm sorry, but nothing tastes like Coney
any
Island
other place that has Nathan's.
It's the water. It's the water, Mike.
It's the water. They say it's the water, but
because they boil them.
I think that Nathan's makes their own hot dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
And then they send it to everyone.
Yep.
I love a Nathan's hot dog. Like I know you're saying don't get them anywhere else, but there's something about that. You know how when you take the bite of a Nathan's hot dog and it's got that pop, that snap. Oh, it's so good.
Ooh, it's so good. I haven't had one in a very long time.
You always 100% of the time get the pop at the one at Coney Island. Always.
I want to go there. It's just a bucket list item. You have to do that, right?
You have to do that.
Every person should
it matters on what
time
of year you want to do it. 4th of July is fantastic if you do it around there.
You can see the hot dog eating contest, right?
Hot dog eating contest, and it's televised on ESPN. Come on.
Still there. They did it this past year, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nathan's hot dogs are like good.
There's nothing else like them.
Like
there's some other hot dogs that kind of rival it, but not to the
Can I ask a question of chat and you guys? What do you put on your hot dog? Like what because there's we may be fighting. But I need to know.
Very, very easy.
I'll let him go first.
It has to be with the French's yellow mustard. That's it. French's yellow mustard. That's it.
I can get behind that.
I love French's.
I am going to be rebellious.
Oh Lord!
Don't say ketchup. Don't say ketchup.
No, I'm not going to say ketchup. Chicago style cream cheese.
Okay.
What? Wait a minute.
What they do, they put the hot dog down below it. Okay, they put the hot dog down below it. Then they have the bun, right? Well, they put grilled onions and then the cream cheese straight through the center.
Cream cheese.
I thought Chicago style was like with the dill pickle, like the Clausen pickle or something. I didn't realize there was cream cheese on there. Wow. Okay.
What flavor of cream cheese? Let's start there.
Regular. You cannot put a flavor with it. Only the regular. You cannot put the chive and onion. You cannot put the strawberry on it.
Cream cheese on mine.
Original Philadelphia cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Really?
In Chicago. So make it make sense.
Chicago.
I have no idea.
Do the if you go to a hot dog place, ask for Chicago. If you really want a
okay. That does sound delicious. It does.
Okay.
But I love me some mustard on a hot dog.
Mustard and grilling. No thank
You know, I do love. Now, my son told me this is disgusting, but we were having a discussion about hot dogs, probably because it was the 4th of July.
Okay.
But
Okay.
my ideal Nathan's hot dog is
Mhm.
topped with
Okay.
chopped onions,
Yes.
like not
Not a
grilled,
fan.
just chopped onion,
Not a fan. But they
cheese,
do
and
Okay.
yellow mustard. Like you said, just plain
Ooh.
French's yellow
French's- it
mustard.
has to
Like
be
so
French's.
good, elite.
You love your
Elite.
classics. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Well, cheese I can get behind.
Yes.
To a point.
He's like Philadelphia.
That's where
cheese.
my
Cheese.
sons
I'm
were like,
wow, that's
you don't
different.
put cheese on a hot dog. You don't put cheese on a hot dog. But
Yeah.
And
shredded
I've had
cheddar
the one
cheese,
with-
yes.
I've actually had the ones with the cheese that inside the hot dogs, actually.
Yes. I've
Oh,
also
okay.
seen.
The cheese
You're getting
dog,
fancy.
and I love them.
I also seen one of them where they had a extended bun. It was bigger than bun. It almost looked like a hamburger bun almost.
Really?
But what they did, when they put the hot dog inside of it,
Yeah.
then they put a Philadelphia cheesesteaks topping stuff on top of it, and then the yellow cheese.
Now wait a minute.
all of
wait.
it,
That's
all at
cheese
once.
whiz.
Cheese
That's
whiz. Cheese whiz.
No.
With the
The
cheese
roll has
whiz.
to be like this, and the meat and the cheese has to be inside the roll. That's it with me. Meat, cheese, that's it.
You know,
now, what
that
I
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have
That
to
makes
show
me
you
think
this
of
in
like
my-
Casey's Corner, where they have like the
Yeah.
crazy hot dogs. And I'm a sucker for those crazy hot dogs of the
I've
month.
had one of them and I loved it.
now
so
I am
good.
hungry with the Casey's now.
I
I love
Casey's, my home away from home hot dog stand.
I think my
Okay.
favorite Casey's hot dog. Well, they had because they have a new one, like a crazy one every month.
Of course.
The one for like March, it was like a corned beef and cabbage on this hot dog. It was so good. It sounds horrible, but it's so good.
Okay.
But my favorite was the loaded baked potato hot dog. I am telling you, they loaded
Now,
that thing with real bacon
I
and
love
like,
bacon
oh, it
got
was
me
so
going,
good.
yeah.
It loaded baked potato hot dog.
I
It was so
love
good.
now Walt's 50th hot dog
Yeah, that looks
at
delicious.
Casey's Corner. It
That
had
looks so good.
strawberry bacon jam.
Yes,
Oh,
I wanted that. Oh my gosh, when
it
when
had
they I was like, yes,
churro pieces on top.
Yes,
of
I
it.
wanted
Yuck!
that. I really
What are
did.
we
I know.
doing?
That's the one thing. It made it more sweet.
What a
savory.
disgrace to Walt Disney. Honestly,
was
I know
great.
he wasn't eating
It was-
churro strawberry bacon jam.
I was such a disgrace, right? I tried it because I love myself some
Right.
sweet, adventurous food, right?
Right.
I
right.
love things
forward.
that sound horrible.
I ate it. Oh my gosh, it was the best Disney hot dog that I've ever had. It was so out there. I'm like, whoa!
Okay.
No
Speaking of
words
taste-
explain it.
Now, with the
I-
speaking cases out of the way, corn dog nuggets with
Okay.
the fry.
Yes.
With a Coke Zero.
With a
I'm in.
Oh my
love-
goodness,
love
Michael, did you
I
just enter my
Yeah,
dreams
yeah.
right now? And
Casey's
yes,
I love
yes,
Coke Zero.
you had me at Coke Zero,
You
but
got it.
I honestly, better than a hot dog is a Disneyland corn dog, which they now have
Yes.
at Sleepy
never had
Hollow
one.
at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Oh
they do.
my goodness, yes,
I got to
give
try
me the
it.
corn dog.
Weirdly, it tastes like the ones from Disneyland finally.
Well,
was
I have a story.
astounded.
I'm taking
stories,
credit for it,
I'm
to be
in.
honestly.
Here we
Okay.
go.
So after like COVID and then Disney World
Yeah.
reopened, but Disneyland wasn't open yet, Sleepy Hollow got corn dogs for the first time.
Right.
Yes.
And so I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, finally real corn dogs at Walt Disney World.
Right.
So I went with VP and these were frozen hot dogs. These were frozen corn dogs. I
Yeah.
had it and I had a little hissy fit, asked to talk to the manager.
Uh-oh.
I was like, what is happening? This is not.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not. And
I
so I'm going to take full credit. I know I had nothing to do with
Yes.
it. So went back a little while later, and I
Mhm.
see them hand dipping the corn dogs. So again, I'm like, oh my goodness, talk to the manager.
Right.
They said they actually called Disneyland, said, what's the deal with your corn dogs? Because we brought corn dogs here. Everybody hates them.
Yeah.
So Disneyland gave them the recipe to the Little Red Wagon corn dogs.
Yep.
Get hooked them up with their suppliers.
Yep.
So now you get an official Disneyland
authentic-
Little Red Wagon corn dog at Sleepy Hollow, hand dipped, made to order, absolute deliciousness in your mouth.
Yep.
And I'm
Now,
taking
it
credit.
just-
So
and
you
I
can thank me
wish they
for
would do
being
it
that
for
a
the-
Karen and
I'm
complaining.
I wish they would do it for the churros too, but they haven't yet.
What is like? How? Why are
No,
they? I know people say it's just the humidity, but
Mhm.
they are completely different churros at
Yeah,
Walt
they
Disney World.
are.
They're
I
chewy,
believe
like they're chewy. They're like at Disneyland, they're crisp on the outside and
Crisp,
absolute
chewy on the
fluffiness,
inside.
perfection,
And I
warm,
love the
fluffy
filled ones.
perfection.
I
So
love
good.
the filled ones. Yeah.
Yes. But in Disney World, they're like gnawty and chewy.
Yes, exactly. I
Ew.
tried to have one, and it's like
I got to get to
I
Disney.
tried
Like
to have
spitting it
and
out.
burns on one
I have-
side. I'm like, this isn't supposed to happen. I don't want a burnt churro.
Can I say something on that? Because what I always get as my snack is, I'm going to bring them out, this thing.
Oh yeah, he likes his
Mickey
pretzels.
pretzel. I'm
But-
telling you.
Yes.
I love Mickey pretzel.
A Mickey pretzel just
Where
tastes
did
better.
you-
Cheese pretzel is good. Did you notice? Did you see that they debuted more pretzels flavors for Magic Kingdom as of like
Yeah.
yesterday? I think.
Mhm.
One of them was the jalapeno.
Yes.
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
Thank you,
pretty good.
Disney World, for listening. I have been complaining for years that you couldn't get the jalapeno cream cheese Mickey
Yes.
pretzel at
Mhm.
Disney World,
Yep.
where it's a Disneyland DCA staple
Yeah.
over there. You just
Yeah,
have
here's the
it's
cool
so
thing, though.
delicious. But
It's
so
not.
good.
It's not the same one.
I
Oh
wanna try
wait,
the
what?
cream cheese.
Disney World, why you
It's
break my
the
heart?
jalapeno by itself.
Ooh,
Then
what?
there's also a cream cheese by itself.
Yeah, that was
So it's
over-
not in it.
The cream cheese is inside of the one that is only cream cheese filled.
and that's
See,
over the-
I've had that one at Disney World. Disappointing.
Yeah.
And they have one with like cinnamon sugar on it.
Yeah, I
With
wanna
cream
try
cheese
that
on the
one.
inside.
Talking
But I
about
thought it was
this-
going to be jalapeno, so it wasn't like what I expected.
My
think
It was
favorite.
delicious,
Disney
just not what I
World
expected.
and let Disneyland know. You know.
Disney World has one, if you can get it, that it's if on off again.
Mhm.
Might be on again pretty soon, hopefully. And it is at the Cheshire Cat Lounge, I believe it's called.
Mhm.
And it is
It's-
basically they have the Mickey pretzel, but on the inside is pepperoni and then red sauce.
oh, I'm in on that one.
Yeah, hello,
I'm
yum.
in.
I mean, a
Pizza
little
and a
bit, and the cheese
pretzel?
is crusted
I'm
on the
in.
outside. Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm in on
And
that one.
it is. I've had that one,
I'm
and it's
hungry.
not crispy. It's really soft to the
That's
touch, and
fine.
I love it. It's all
That
like
sounds
okay,
amazing.
I'm hungry.
it's pepperoni pizza
Oh, I love
inside of
pepperoni.
a
And a
Mickey
pretzel? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
no comment.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Nothing more said. Nothing more
Right.
needed to
I
say.
know. It sounds good to
Love
me.
it.
I'd eat
Now,
it.
what Disney World needs to do is bring up the churro game and please bring over some of that wonderful what was that on the inside of some of the corn dogs that are in Disneyland? Cheese.
mhm.
Oh, over in DCA. Or if you
DCA,
go to Corn Dog Castle,
Corn
they
Dog
have
Castle.
those crazy awesome corn dogs, with
I
so
got
good
to
with
try
cheese
one
and
around
stuff.
Halloween
Garlic.
time, and it had Jack cheese on the inside instead of the regular cheese.
Ooh.
Oh, it
I
was
don't know about that
spicy
one.
good. It was
I
good.
would
I was like,
love to have a
oh,
garlic parm one. A
oh,
garlic parm one would be really good. For
yeah.
me anyways. Yeah.
They have one that's like, I know you don't like spicy, but it's
Yes.
like a hot link instead of a hot dog in the
Oh.
corn dog. So it's a hot link corn dog.
So it's almost like
I
breakfast.
never heard of it. What is
It's
it?
almost
Okay.
like breakfasty, right?
No, a hot link is like Cajun.
Oh, okay.
Southern, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
Cajun?
like soul food, sort of, like a hot link.
I had
Yeah.
a Cajun
No, thank
chicken
you.
once. Never
So good.
That stuff, oh my God, that made my nose run.
So
and I
good.
mean, clean out my sinuses, you know?
Now, if you want to clean out your sinuses, just head on over to Seattle area and go to a wonderful place called Spaghetti Factory.
Ooh, that sounds like
We have those in Arizona too.
We
And California
love
has them.
the spaghetti factories.
now I'm hungry.
And they have the garlic mazithra. Oh.
What is it?
That sounds like a
Garlic
disease. What are we talking about?
and mazithra cheese mixed with noodles and tossed. And
I
it is
mean-
a lot of garlic.
Now, me, I love super garlicky. Anyway.
I'm telling you, your breath will smell a lot.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Good.
Keep
So,
the vampires
you just-
away.
Right.
It's
Mhm.
not a romantic dinner, but you know what?
Oh, I'm in on that.
Out anything you've had. If you're sick the day beforehand, you will
Well, I think if you both eat it, you'll probably be okay.
it's like a cold remedy almost in a
I'm
pasta
in.
form.
I'm in on that. I want to go now.
Spaghetti Factory, though, is such a cool place
Yes.
because, like, I know the ones here. There's the original one here in Phoenix is like in downtown, and it's such a cool, like, it's an old Victorian looking building, and you go in and you can actually sit in like cable cars.
Yep. And you can do that
and things like that. So
Yeah,
it's
like
very
Seattle.
vintagey and cool, and all of them
That's
have like
fun.
really cool like
I want
aspects
to
to
go
them.
there now.
Yeah.
So I know California has them as well, but
Yep, they're all
Spaghetti
over.
Factory.
But
Yeah.
Are they here on
So
the
good.
East Coast? No.
there might be some old
Yeah,
spaghetti factories on the East Coast. I don't know.
I'll
I
take a
haven't
look.
really searched that up.
I'll take a look.
It's kind of like Voodoo Donut. They're all over.
Not
They
here.
are now.
Yeah,
They are
all.
now.
They are.
They're not on the East
But they
Coast.
started in Washington, right? Or Oregon?
No, Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
Portland,
Yeah.
Oregon. Yeah. That is the one that has.
I'm putting my glasses on so I can read chat because
Yep.
now I finally
that is the
pulled it
one
up.
that has the chapel in the inside of the Voodoo Donut.
I'm hungry.
I love how Dave says
Yeah.
the ruining Mickey pretzels. He likes them just classic, must be.
Yeah. I found it.
You know, back to the hot dog conversation, but
Yes.
here
Oh,
in
that's great.
the Phoenix area, there's a thing called Sonoran hot dogs. Now, I've never had one, but it's like little like food trucks you'll see along the way that have these hot dogs, but they do them like Mexican style. So they might be deep fried like a chimichanga, or they'll have like Mexican style toppings on them. They sound really like fun. So someday I'd like to try them.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just made me think of that.
It almost to me almost sounds like fair food, but you know what? That's my favorite kind of food. So
I love me some fair food.
I love the unique city.
Yeah.
You know, like the deep fried Oreos or Twinkies
Yeah,
or whatever it
deep-fried
is.
Oreos
It's
or
weird. I
Twinkies,
gotta
or
try
the-
it.
what they call
Never
the
had
monster burger that is like yay big, yay high, the monster burger.
Yeah, or like the Piggly Wiggly fries, like at the state fair. You always and you can see them like do the potato thingy and
the brick of fries.
pile of
that
potato
I
rings.
swear is my favorite kind of fries. Is the brick. I cannot stay away from the brick of fries. I'm sorry.
What is it?
It started in the fair. It's gonna end at the fair.
Yes, what happens at the fair stays at the fair.
Fair.
Yeah. And I also love it when you get to hear a wonderful band in the background too. So.
Yeah.
Matters on the band. Yeah, some people like others. I got to see Charlie Daniels band before they are not there anymore. So
Nice.
because Charlie Daniels passed by.
Nice.
Was it? Or I'm thinking ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
Charlie Daniels Band was the fiddler, right?
Yes, he was. Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a cool thing. Debbie's comment, I left New York in 1985. Sounds like it could be a Charlie Daniels song.
Yes.
85.
Or Pearl Jam. Take your choice.
Yes. Sounds like a title of a great song, Debbie.
Yes.
Totally. Totally.
Oh my gosh, we're having so much fun.
We are. We're having a blast tonight.
Okay, let's go to our next segment.
Okay.
Hopefully I can jump into this.
All right. Okay,
So
that pizza looks good. I'm serious.
I sold all 3 of them. Now,
Yeah.
the pizza looks good. That is official big slice pizza from New York. If you're gonna have it, big slice pizza from New York.
You gotta fold it, right? You gotta fold
You gotta
it.
fold it.
Not me. Not
You
me.
can't eat it
I
all
never
at
had
once.
pizza.
I swear I had to cut that thing in half just to try to
That's
eat it.
right. That's right. You did.
You know, honestly, I say that fold it. I am such a weirdo that I eat pizza with a fork and a knife. I know. Come at me. Haters gonna hate. And actually, I prefer to eat a hamburger the same way.
I'm
I
sorry.
hate getting my handers. Like, I hate like picking up food and eating it like that.
And then but that first photo was country fried steak with gravy. One of my favorite dishes of any place. One of my favorites. And that one is from an iconic place in Seattle area. It's in Issaquah officially. It's about 45 minutes away, roughly. And that is without traffic. With traffic, you're looking at about 3 hours. But if you don't go in traffic time, it's about 45 minutes.
Right.
And it's called Triple X Root Beer. It used to be a
Wow. Yowza.
I was gonna say.
Triple X Root Beer, and it is a root beer restaurant. It used to be huge back in the 50s to 60s, and then all of them went out of business except for one. That is Issaquah, Washington. So it's the last one in the world. So.
Wow.
Chicken fried steak to me is one of the most perfect foods ever. Like I love me some chicken fried steak covered in country gravy, like a country sausage gravy, lots of black pepper.
They made their own buns. This place has the buns about this big.
Oh my goodness!
So the steaks.
They got some big buns over there in Washington.
The steaks about yay big. I'm talking huge portions. You're gonna get full. That's going to be like four meals in one.
Really? Oh, wow.
So,
oh, wow.
It costed about $11 to $12. It's really big portions for really cheap prices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, and the country gravy, everything on it was perfect. And then you also get a $8 frosted mug, and it's like one of those big steins, and they keep them in the freezer beforehand. That is how you're supposed to do it. Keep the mug in the freezer, take it out, pour the root beer inside of it.
Oh, well, with what?
Yep, frosted mug.
I usually do with, it does. I usually, just,
Thank you, Dave.
Grab a cup and pour. That's it.
Yeah, usually it's a grab a cup and pour, but if you have a frosted mug incident, I swear it makes the root beer taste better. It's the weirdest thing.
Really? Okay.
And it matters on the root beer too. They make their own root beer in a keg.
Really? Oh wow.
Yes.
That's
old style.
Let's see. Overrated
overrated and underrated.
Okay. So what's up for me? There is a great place literally right across the street from the Port Authority bus terminal, which is called the Schnippers.
Yes.
They have the best food over there, and believe it or not, it is right next door to the New York Times building, and then you walk down a little bit more, and you have a lovely Starbucks. So there you go. Now, for overrated, for me personally, and I know Dave is going to hate me for this because he actually mentioned it. McDonald's. I'm sorry, but they are everywhere, and I know of a lot better places to get really good burgers. I'm sorry.
You know, I agree with you on McDonald's is overrated.
I agree.
for whatever. But I'll tell you, I go almost daily for one item. Okay, so judge me if you want. But they have the most delicious, crispy Diet Coke that is served anywhere. Like I'm a Coke Zero girly, but if you go to McDonald's, that, large iced Diet Coke just hits the, I don't know what kind of, crack you're putting in this Diet Coke. It's so delicious. But I don't actually have a soda at home. So if I want a soda, I make myself like, okay, I'm going to go somewhere to go get it. But it's almost on the daily right now, that crispy Diet Coke from McDonald's. So
I get it.
I know there is a Facebook page that is devoted to the Diet Coke from McDonald's.
Really?
It has such a big
It's so good. And I don't like Diet Coke anywhere else. It's Coke Zero for me.
There's only one thing that people compete against it at McDonald's, and that is that sweet tea from McDonald's.
I've heard the sweet tea is good there.
Oh, it is. But some people it's over sweet. But if
I don't like sweet tea.
With that, if you it's very southern sweet tea, that's at McDonald's everywhere in the world. So
a funny weird fact: when I moved to Florida, coming from Arizona, like when you I like to order iced tea a lot when I'm not drinking Coke Zero. Like if somebody has Pepsi products at a restaurant, like no thank you. Like the disappointment and pouting that starts ensuing for me. So I'll order iced tea. But in Florida, if you order iced tea, they are giving you sweet tea. And I'm like, I didn't want the 1,000 calories, ma'am. But could you get, and they look at you like you're an alien when you're like, could I have the plain iced tea, no sweet? So I'd have to no sweet and say it like 6 times so they'd understand me. But anyway, fun fact, and sorry to be rambling.
I don't know how good the unsweetened is, but I know it's also at McDonald's too. So there is a unsweetened tea there. I don't know how good it is.
But why? When you can have a crispy
You have that sweet southern tea right there. It's staring at you in the face.
Now with that, in terms of Disney here.
Okay, let's spill the tea. Let's talk underrated, overrated.
Okay,
underrated, overrated Disney. Ooh.
For me personally, now everybody knows that. Now, one of the underrated ones that I think needs a little bit of a bump up is the Tiffins in Animal Kingdom.
Tiffins.
I love Tiffins. The butter chicken is to die for. Just get the bread service, the butter chicken at the end. At the end of the dessert, heaven. You will not want to eat for the rest of the day.
Nice.
Love that place.
Mike, I love that you say that because everybody talks about Sanaa, and I'm going to have people hating on me. Overrated.
Yeah.
If you want the butter chicken, if you want the bread service, I like to get at Tiffin's the it's like a spicy shrimp and grits. Oh my goodness. All items you can get at Sanaa.
Right.
Different recipes, different. It's so much better at Tiffin's. So good.
So good.
Skip Sanaa, go to Tiffin's.
Oh yes, please. Now for the most overrated restaurant. Now, mind you, I've never eaten there, but always when I hear this place, it is always mixed reviews, and that is the Cinderella's Royal Table.
Same. I've heard that as well. I still want to go though. Taylor and I were like wanting to go so bad. So we're planning a Florida trip. We've got to put Cinderella's Royal Table just to experience it. But yes, I've heard the food. I love that I'm going to start. Okay. I'm just going to say, let the hating begin. Let the hating begin.
I know what you're about
Most
to say.
overrated restaurant.
What is it?
In Walt Disney World.
What is it?
100% come at me because I'm strong in my belief is Liberty Tree Tavern. It is mid at best.
I've never eaten there anyway.
Words.
It's okay. So I want to love it because it's Thanksgiving dinner every day.
Yeah.
If your mother was serving a Thanksgiving dinner anything like Liberty Tree Tavern, shame on her. Shame on her. It's not good. It's okay. It's like Luby's cafeteria.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving dinner is people rave about it. And I'm like, what are you raving about? If this like no. Yeah. I will say the one thing worth eating there is the dessert. Just ask for the dessert. It's absolutely delicious. It's this sticky sort of toffee wonderfulness. And by the time you get it, you're so filled with the mediocre Thanksgiving dinner. Don't. Just get the dessert. I mean, you pay the same no matter what. Eat the dessert first at least. But Liberty Tree Tavern, I have eaten there too many times because people always want to go there. And I'm always like wanting to make people happy. But it is.
I want to go to Cosmic Rays. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I love their sandwich over there. I did. Yeah. And give me the Crystal Palace. Oh my Lord, I love that place too.
I love the Crystal Palace, but they took away that chicken that they did have. So.
Oh no.
Not again yet. No. Yes. No. Yeah. It's a seasonal.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
But you don't like that. Make up your mind.
Space Mountain Dave, I think you're probably right. Cracker Barrel is probably better than Liberty Tree Tavern. Yes, haters hate. Underrated, and I don't know if it's actually underrated now, but my favorite probably other than Whispering Canyon, and I don't think that's underrated, so I'm not mentioning that. That is absolutely the best food you can get for the value.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Love it. Yeah. Whispering Canyon. But underrated is Homecoming. I think Homecoming is the absolute, it's so good. The best fried chicken on earth. Absolutely.
And the donuts.
The donuts are fantastic. The mac and cheese that comes in this little crock that they've put in the oven, and the cheese on top is all baked and so good. And they have like different. I don't usually drink alcohol, not for any reason other than I just don't need it. But they have a strawberry moonshine, which my hillbilly soul loves. It is so good. Just everything is good, fresh. Freshly made, not frozen. Absolutely delicious. Homecoming.
For dessert. Did you have the hummingbird cake?
Yes.
Isn't that delicious?
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. And you start you just want to start talking with a southern accent immediately because it's just
I will go with another one that is a very southern accent for the overrated. The one I don't really like that much.
Okay, which one is it?
Boathouse.
Really?
I don't like it. I tried to have it was some kind of a meal that had the pasta that had chicken underneath of it. Mm-hmm. Well, I tried it, and I went towards it, and it had a frozen chunk of chicken underneath.
Oh my
I'm talking like you can't bite into it. It's so
I get it. Oh, believe me, I get that. Yeah.
And then they had the hot pasta on top of that. It's almost like they forgot to cook the chicken.
What? That's good, honestly.
So I thought that was okay.
Was it like a chicken Alfredo or something?
It was a chicken Alfredo when they didn't cut up any of the chicken. But you know what? I don't care about that. The frozenness. I don't want a frozen chicken Alfredo.
I agree with you.
No, ew.
No.
So, of course, I talked to a cast member, someone that was going to try to help around and look around, and they were looking, and I was all like, this chicken is really frozen, and to make the point, I tried to stab it with my fork, and it didn't go through or nothing. Wow. It's frozen. And then he was like, "Oh," she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me try to get another one for you." Of course, for free.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
I tried to do that again, and it happened twice in a row. I'm like, "What the heck are they
Oh.
doing?"
Oh my gosh, that's
They
awful.
were hands and feet.
And you're paying a lot of money there too.
I
I
was
know
paying
that.
a bunch of money there. My sister had a
Yeah.
fantastic spaghetti and meatballs, and so the
Mm.
first option, I was all like,
There's nothing to
"Okay,
read in there.
just get me the spaghetti and meatballs instead. At least the meat was cooked."
That's good. That's good. At least
You know, a
made that
lot
out.
of people love the boathouse. Now, I would love to do one of the aqua cars
No,
or
they have a
whatever,
really good drinks,
but
but
Yeah,
but
that's
they
yeah,
do have like a bar.
yeah,
I've
the
been
bar.
there, but to be honest, I
It's
don't
loud.
even remember ever what I ate because
mhm.
it was
I'm
just
s
okay.
It
But
echoed so much in there. My sister had a hard time talking to me. She has one ear
oh,
that's
okay.
deaf.
Oh my goodness, that's
She can only hear
awful.
out of one ear, and
Oh,
Okay.
her
I'm
ear that was
sorry.
trying to face towards me was facing towards the rest of the restaurant, which was
oh
that
boy,
place is echoey. You can
it is.
hear, like, the people that are, like, in a room, in the other room, in the other room
I get the
over,
point.
you
Yeah.
can hear them
Mhm.
talking to you or hear them
Oh my
talking.
goodness.
It
Wow.
is so echoey in there. I
Mhm.
don't like it. I'm like,
Mhm.
"Who's talking to me?" You know?
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was just okay for me. If I'm
yeah.
going to Disney Springs, I'm going to Homecoming. Like,
If I'm
Amen.
going
I
to
will
Homecoming,
join you,
so much
Kelly.
over
I
Boathouse.
will join you at
I will get
homecoming.
the key lime pie at the boathouse if
Mhm.
I am doing the boats that is going into the
Mhm.
lake.
Yeah,
That's the only
yeah.
reason I'm doing it.
That sounds so much fun anyway.
Those
Ooh,
boats that go, the little
Yeah,
car boats are
yeah,
so cool. They're so
yeah.
I
cool. Like, I
know.
want to do
I have
that
not
so much.
experienced it yet, but yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't done it either, but I'm always
Yeah, me neither.
fascinated with
Yeah.
them.
Now, one other restaurant that is in the Disney Springs that I think is underrated, and that will be the Haleo. I
Oh,
loved Haleo. It's
Haleo.
such a, and you get the Mexican Coke. Oh
Yeah,
yes, please. I love
Where
Mexican
is this? Where are we talking about?
Coke. The Haleo
Haleo.
is in Disney Springs.
It's in Disney Springs.
Oh, it's the
Super
Mexican
food.
food place in
Yeah,
Disney
Yes.
Springs.
it's
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's a
really
Mexican food
delicious.
place,
Good
but it's the
food.
only place you can
It's
get
really good.
a Coke that is from Mexico, or Coke or
Mexico. I
Pepsi
love authentic Mexican
that is
Coca-Cola.
from
It's
There is something
Mexico.
about those Cokes in a glass bottle from
Yeah,
yes,
Mexico. Because you know
that's
and
how
what?
they
They
have to
they
do
don't
it.
use,
That's how
in
they
they
have
don't
to
America,
use
do
we
it.
have
sugar.
all the artificial
They don't use
crud in them.
artificials. They
I
don't
love the
use
It's
sugar.
artificial.
just sugar. It's
They don't
Yeah,
real
use sugar.
sugar.
They
So
it's
use
good.
really, really
sugar.
good. You have got to go. If you've never been to Leo, go. I have eaten there.
Yeah.
Awesome food, great service. I mean, and one of the and one of the and the one of the other places has to be Everglazed donuts.
Oh, Everglazed
I love
donuts.
Everglazed.
Mm.
Everglazed donuts, so good.
I love
So good.
Everglazed. Yeah.
You
Now,
know, Disney Springs is really awesome. I mean,
yeah,
it's huge. There's so much
yeah,
variety. There's great shopping. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
love me some downtown Disney and
yeah,
Disneyland, but
yeah,
Disney Springs is like that on steroids. Like
I
there's
agree.
just so much
Yeah.
really cool things to do, and not with the park ticket. I love
Yeah.
that you can go and get your taste of Disney without having to
Without
buy a
going to the
park
park.
ticket. So
Yeah.
yeah. One of my favorite places. Okay, so there has to be
Ooh, I saw.
most underrated. Let me
Yeah.
think. I haven't really done that one yet. Let me think.
So I've done two, and I know another one. I know I'd be free for that, but it's okay. Yeah.
I always like the food that is always at the that used to be at it's right across from a Tortuga Tavern.
Tortuga Tavern.
Not Tortuga Tavern.
Where's that at?
Right across from Pirates of the Caribbean Disney World, I believe, isn't it?
okay, yeah. It's there was a
It's
quick
direct.
service there. Yeah.
Yes.
Super Canteen, right?
That has usually seasonal items, but the regular
Okay.
items there are really good, and they do
Okay.
have a lot of frozen drinks that are slushy style that are really good there too. It's kind of a people don't think of it as a restaurant because basically it's an add-on of the Mexican place that's right next to it, I believe. Which what is that called right there?
Where are we talking? Land or world?
World.
World.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean it's on the other side of what used to be Pecos Bills. So it backs
Pecos
up to
Bill.
Pecos
That's what I was
Bills.
thinking about. That's what old man was. Yeah. Is that still there? Pecos Bill?
No, praise God. It's horrible, Pecos Bills. Like it's gonna be like
I'm glad.
or something.
No, it was the weirdest thing. Pecos Bills was bad, but they had Tortilla Tavern, which was on the outside, is like right there.
Yeah, it backs up like.
Yeah,
but it was good. Tortuga Tavern was good. They shared a kitchen.
Better food.
Don't understand.
I'm like, why would you put the good food on the outside, but the bad food on the wait? What inside?
That makes sense.
Yeah, Pecos Bills. I mean, I understand people are crazed about the walking taco or whatever, but for the most part, that place was just so bad. It was so bad. Like,
I never ate there, to be honest with you. So,
it's gross. So
that's
no, thank
why I like Casey's Corner and House of Praise, Magic Kingdom. Trying to think of another place.
So all of us did that section basically for more than once for Disney and for Disney.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's the next?
So I can show this one now.
All right. Okay, play it safe or adventure. Okay.
Adventure is out there or play it safe.
What do you mean by this? Because I'm not even in the category.
So do you like adventurous food or do you like to play it safe?
It all depends.
Mm-hmm.
If I have been to a place before, I know what I like.
Yeah.
With that, and if it's a new place, I usually look at the menu first and see what is a little bit adventurous, but not by much.
Yeah. So you like playing it safe.
I'm kind of like both.
You like playing it safe to the most point.
I do.
Yeah, because you always try to eat the same kind of food, you know?
Yeah. Even in Disney.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a sucker for, like, I want to be adventurous out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like any of the specialty churros, any of the specialty foods, the seasonal things. I'm a sucker for it. Ooh, it's limited edition. It's special.
Yeah.
I need it. I want it. I have to have it. And then I hate myself because I'm like, whenever you try any of the other churros, none of them are as good as just the plain regular churro. So then I'm like, why did I spend my $6 on this? You know, I should have just got a plain churro. But I'm such a sucker for it. Give me special edition. I gotta have it. And then I'm always like, I should have just got what I normally get. So, there's no fixing me. I'll still do it. So
I get it. Yeah.
I'm more towards the adventures out there myself. I like trying, hey, I haven't tried this kind of food yet before. What it tasted like, you know? So we just ordered it and went to there, you know?
Right.
It's kind of interesting on that part, you know? I just don't really like sticking to the same thing unless I know I see something on the menu that's like, I'm craving it that week. I have cravings, of course.
I get it.
So it has to be, you know, like that good old-fashioned hamburger or that country fried chicken or chicken fried chicken if it's from that is just for Dave because that is from
that
is from the Cracker Barrel. Oh,
Thank
that
you,
is
Debbie.
so good though. I'm the chicken fried chicken at Cracker Barrel. I'm telling you.
Very good. Very
It
good.
matters if you like the gravy. Now he he always says he
I
does
do
not
not
like
like.
gravy at all.
No,
He doesn't go towards it at all.
No. Mm-mm.
Like
Oh, like a good country gravy with like
country
sausage in
gravy.
it,
No,
like tons of
Yes.
absolutely
pepper.
not.
Like
No.
I could eat it with a spoon. Like
Yep.
I
No,
love it.
thank
So
you.
I always order an extra side of it.
Yeah, just
So
That
put
good.
is
it in the
completely
soup
off.
bowl and I'm happy, you know.
So good.
And there's
I guess
nothing
when it
really like it's kind of strange that I can
Mhm.
taste when people use like the canned soup and the canned gravies.
Ew.
And ugh, you know,
Yeah.
it tastes a
Ew.
little
Yeah.
peppery, you know, but
Yeah.
they're like gooey
Yeah.
throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ew.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
You can taste the tin.
that
Mhm.
would to me tell me, hey, I'm not going to that restaurant again.
Exactly. And you know
I'm
what?
like, no, stay
Although
away.
Disney, they do a really good job for the most part. Now me, I really want to go to one of the Japan restaurants in Epcot. I really do at some point. But where do I always end up? Via Napoli every time.
But the problem
I'm
with
just,
one of the restaurants in Japan, and that is sushi.
yeah, I know, and I'm
Good
not a
luck on
sushi
that.
fan.
He doesn't like
Period.
any kind of
I
seafood.
know.
He doesn't eat seafood either.
I don't.
He's
I
so
don't.
I
picky.
think sushi's
I
ew.
am
Like
very
it's just
picky.
I
ew. Like no, thank
love
you.
Yeah,
sushi.
thank you.
Yeah.
Ugh, no,
Okay.
thank
Now,
you. Mhm.
don't get me wrong. If you most places are a little
The
overpriced
Japanese
for
snacks I
sushi.
absolutely love.
Sushi is
I
I
always a
love it.
little
don't understand the
Yeah,
love
me
for
neither.
raw
No,
fish,
you
But
cold
eat it.
rice,
No, no,
wrapped
thank you.
in
No.
seaweed.
Ugh.
now
Like
you gotta know
I
which
can
ones.
understand.
You
Like
gotta
I don't
look at
understand the
the menu.
love.
Thank
You
you.
gotta look at the menu. There, I
Yeah.
had one that was like I'd say probably about a 5-minute walk from me when I was in Harlem. Really friendly
Mhm.
people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I went there.
You went to the one
I
down
went
the street.
inside, tried to get some sushi. It was
Mhm.
very good. If you know which ones to go to, like the mom and pop ones,
Yeah.
they have so much more selection than the regular sushi stands. I seen one there that was a Philadelphia cheesesteak inside of the rice baked into a sushi roll.
I mean, I can see like
No,
the ones that aren't
no
raw
fish in it.
fish.
It had no
Yeah.
fish. It had no seafood. It had the meat, like pulled meat
Philadelphia cheesesteak
inside.
meat. Now, mind
Yep.
you, I know
Yep.
cheesesteaks. Believe
It's
me, I
pretty
do.
good.
So
It
that
did not
is that sushi though. Probably not.
you don't count it as sushi, but it was at the sushi place.
Now, if
What's
You
the
gotta
let's
know which
you know.
ones to go to. If you
Yeah.
really want to play it safe, California rolls usually halfway safe.
Oh my gosh.
If you're going to do that.
Mm.
Now, if you're going to really want a cheap one that is a halfway decent sized, Splitsville lanes.
Yeah, that's
There's
what you
sushi
said.
there.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
out of the world.
That is so funny that you say that because
It's out of the
oh
world.
my gosh, Disney Dan
Mhm.
would always talk about the great sushi at
Yeah.
Splitsville. So of course I had to be like making fun of him because
Oh,
you're
of
telling
course.
me to get sushi from a bowling alley.
Yeah.
But no,
Right.
it must be great. And Debbie is correcting me that smoked salmon is not raw fish. But okay, Debbie.
Yeah.
Touche, my friend. I love you.
No.
Yes, and that would be much better than the raw fish. Like, ew,
Yeah.
no, thank you. Tepanito though is worth a go. The food is great. It's
Yeah.
you know like Benihana or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's really the experience. It's such a great
Okay.
experience. So
I
yeah,
And then
Mike, I hope you do
I
that.
love to talk about one restaurant that I've been to Palm Springs so many times for vacations. It's always warm in the
Oh,
December
let's
weather.
talk some Palm Springs. Yeah.
I love me some from Palm Springs. So I've done a bunch of things around Palm Springs, but Jackalope Ranch restaurant in Palm Springs.
What is it?
Okay.
What
It is
it?
Mexican. It is really, really good.
Is it really?
It's
Okay.
really good, and it's not that bad price either. So.
Okay, decent price.
Well,
sit-in restaurant.
I just spent 3 days in Palm Springs with my good friend Vicky from Vicky's Tigger Tales. Loved it. We were on an Elvis hunt. Everything Elvis.
Okay.
Palm Springs, and it was so stinking cool. We had the best time. But the restaurant that Elvis Presley used to go to, one of his favorites, Mexican food, Los Consuelos, the original, is still there. Looks like it's still 1967 when you go inside. It's so great. And you can ask to sit at the Elvis table, which we did. And they got the #1 with Memphis beans. And it was honestly such good Mexican food. It came with a chili relleno, taco, enchilada, rice, and these like the best they call them, or you can order them as Memphis beans because that's what Elvis called them, but they're the best ranchero beans I ever had. They had like chunks of meat and whole beans and like this great like kind of thick sauce. So good. But anyway, Los Consuelos will have to be my Palm Springs restaurant. So
not very many people know this. You can find one of the old places that Disney used to own in Palm Springs area. I believe he owned on the saltwater salt. What is that called?
It was called like because that's Vicky and I, our next Palm Springs adventure is going to be finding Walt Disney in Palm Springs because Walt Disney owned a home there, and
he did.
And it's a ranch, like he had a horse ranch in Palm Springs, and that ranch development is still there, so you can go and kind of, it is a gated community, so you're going to have to like show some cleavage or put a smile on or something to get in there. But
call them and they allow anyone in as long as you prove that you're not a psycho killer or anything like that. So do whatever you need to. And then at the airport, there's a little airport in Palm Springs. So but there's that airport. I love that airport.
Yes, it's so quaint and so cool. It is like an airport. Like you get you exit the plane on the tarmac. Like it's so cool.
Wait a minute.
It's like the old days, it's so great.
They never changed it from the old days.
When you get off the plane, off of the tarmac, because in my mind I'm like, with the earphones and everything,
it's so cool though. If you ever fly into Palm Springs, or even if you just go to Palm Springs, it's really cool to go to the airport. But there's an airplane museum there at the airport, and they have Walt Disney's personal airplane, which you can go and like see. And so that's on Vicky and I's list. We're going to go see the airplane, the ranch, and then there's a couple restaurants that Walt Disney
did you get
that are still
what
there.
Was that called? The lift that went up in the air, but it goes around in circles. What are those called? It's like the Skyliner, but it's a circular. It goes around in circles. You stand in one.
It's that's on my bucket list too. So that's going to be part of our Walt Disney trip. It is called.
What's the name of that thing?
I want it. It's like a Skyliner, but it goes up the mountain.
Yep,
and the actual sky vehicle is round. And it slightly turns as you go. It's called a Skyway, I think.
It's Skyway.
And it's only like $30 in Palm Springs, and it goes up the mountain 1 mile up.
Yeah.
And which doesn't sound like, but it's 1 mile straight up.
It's
like 1 mile above sea level or whatever. And so there's a little restaurant at the top and like lookout points.
Yeah.
And it's only $30 to take that. I love that you mentioned it. And then you can also get lunch for an additional $11.
Yeah.
So that is on my list.
And if you go down there, not like wintertime is great, but it's gonna be snowed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it snows on the mountain in Palm Springs, which is crazy.
Yeah,
spring and
I never knew that. I always
summertime,
thought it was
they
hot.
have like I think like 30 to 40 different walking trails you could take up there too.
Oh wow.
That are
That's
outside
cool.
of the building.
Mm.
Yes.
And when it goes up this hill, that hill is flat on the top.
Really?
Yeah, and he
It's
says
not
hill, but it is a mountain.
It's a mountain.
It's not a hill.
I swear
It
it's a
is a
volcano. It's
mountain.
big enough to be one.
Yes, it is. It is huge.
Very
but
big.
yeah, it is flat on the top, and yeah, that's on my
And they have a
bucket
bunch
list.
of walking trails for seasonal items.
Yes.
Last
And it
time
is
we went
cooler up there than it is in Palm
it is
Springs.
cooler than anywhere
Really?
else in Palm Springs.
Oh wow.
But I went up there the last time in December-ish time because we always go there around December-ish time. You know, it's about 75 to 80 degrees down below.
Perfect.
Well, you're looking
Yeah.
at about 30 degrees to maybe 0 degrees up above.
Spirit Jersey weather.
Spirit Jersey weather. But I've seen kids outside playing in the snow on the deck, and they were making little angels, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
cute.
it
That's
created a moment
adorable.
for them." I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then there's also a little tiny, I believe there's a museum up there that talks a little bit about Palm Springs and things like that.
Okay.
And that's a fun thing to do there.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't stop talking about Palm Springs.
That's okay.
The
Palm
date
Springs,
shop.
I would never suggest going in the summer
The date shop
because it is hot.
Yes.
The weekend I was there, it's 2 weekends ago, it was 122 degrees.
Oh my.
Do not go in the summer.
Yeah.
But Palm Springs is heaven on earth. You know,
unless you go in summer,
October.
and it is Hades summer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, don't go in the summer. But
Yeah.
October to like May.
Yeah.
Okay.
November, December, it works for me. So
Yes.
that's
perfect.
when I usually go.
Yeah.
And usually you're seeing at the high 80 degrees weather.
I love it. I mean,
a low at
I've
nighttime.
never been there,
I would recommend being inside of a place because it can get a little cool there at nighttime.
Okay.
And windy.
Get in the
It
30s.
gets windy too.
Yeah, it gets
They
windy.
have the big wind
Really?
turbine things,
Oh, wow.
energy,
Those
which
are
are really
all over
actually kind of
Washington
cool to
State. We're used to seeing
Yeah.
those
Cool.
like every 2 feet around here.
Wow. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
All right. Let's
Brand.
next segment.
Next segment.
Okay. One. Okay.
Oh, I attempted to make one just for
Okay.
food for Disney area
Okay.
since everyone loves to be talking about food if you're on my channel. You can
Yes,
talk
absolutely.
about it. So the first segment of this segment is this one, which it comes right after it. I just wanted to talk in between.
Oh shit. Okay.
Past Disney items that you've had that you loved for food. Sorry.
That's tricky for me because I have so many.
This is so hard because there's so many, and
Yeah.
I would probably focus on Disneyland here, but
It's fine. You can go Disneyland, Disney World. Yeah.
you know, we talked about the corn dog. That
Yes.
is like essential for a
Yeah.
Disney trip for me. I love it. Little Red Wagon corn dogs.
Mhm.
A favorite of mine, and you know, not a lot of Disneyland vloggers talk about it, is the Mexican food restaurant. And I'm not going to pronounce it correctly, but it's El Zocalo.
Yes.
hollow. But it is in Frontierland, right next to Big Thunder. And I love that it all has outdoor seating and you can watch the Big Thunder trains come in. But the food is so good. Like they have, even the chips, they have these like lime salted tortilla chips that are so delicious. But they have like all the things, like it's just such a good value.
It's such a good value. But you know what? This place was the first place ever that curated Doritos.
You can thank Disneyland for Doritos.
Thank Disneyland.
Yes. So Doritos were created at the Mexican food restaurant in Disneyland. They had leftover corn tortillas. And one of the chefs there were like, well, let's fry them up, put some seasoning on them, and serve them up. And they were a hit. And Frito-Lay was one of their suppliers. They saw this amazingness, decided to produce it for all of us. So thank you. But no, such good food. And I love that they have, that's one of the few places that you can actually refill your beverage.
Yes.
So I'm all about that.
Disneyland,
yeah, in Disneyland. So, but it's great memories for me because it's one of the places that like my kids and I would always go there because, the plates are shareable, but, we could kind of sit down, watch the trains come in and have something to eat and like kind of strategize the rest of the day. So it was always kind of that mid to late afternoon spot to kind of rest our legs, kind of get something. And so I just have lots of memories of the conversations and just all the things. So it's delicious food, but great memories too.
What was your favorite food there that you liked?
I really like to get it's like they have all these combination platters, and but my favorite one came with like a taco and a burrito and the rice and beans. But they always have special items too, and they serve Coke Zero. But those lime chips are a must. The lime chips and their pico is
right now,
so good.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So good. So yeah. Those are probably two of my favorites. But I everything. I mean, I could talk about Disneyland food forever.
Oh yes. I'll think of something for Disneyland.
The quick before that I do mine. Now, when they made the Doritos there, and now, does Disneyland get like the cut of the money from the Dorito sales because that's where they started? I'm curious.
No, because I believe Disney sold the idea to Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay.
Okay.
They still have it.
I know.
They still have Doritos there. It's just
that's good.
Yeah, they sold the patent. I guess you can call it a patent.
I guess. I don't know. Anyways,
I think they should still make them with those same seasonings, but now they do make their chips there. So when you get that little bag of chips, they're so good, and you can get plain. But I'm telling you, it's the lime. The lime are so good.
Okay, so with it for me, I have eaten at many places around the Disney World. But one of my favorite places was the Cape May Cafe at Beach Club for the breakfast.
Okay.
So delicious. And you are probably wondering what I usually get. Well, Mickey waffles and the best delicious cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my life.
Oh.
And I crave them.
I love that.
I cannot wait to go back there. And you can also meet the other characters in their beachwear, which is great. Okay. Swimming.
How cute. I love that.
And everything. Oh my gosh. It was wonderful. It was a really great meal there. And I had to think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'll go back over to Disneyland.
Okay.
I started in Disneyland because I used to go there a lot more when I was younger.
Mhm.
I still love going back. I'm going back really soon, really. I'm going back to Disneyland.
Yeah.
But I am going to go towards Lamplight Lounge.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is now
I've heard of that place.
is it
Yeah.
called something different because it's San Francisco now?
No, it's still it's
Oh,
technically Pixar Pier. So
Pixar Pier,
yes,
but
it's
it's Lamplight
Lamplight
Lounge
Lounge.
still.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lamplight Lounge, and I'm gonna go with the
Hello, with the Disney
Hi,
Baker.
Chris.
How are you?
oh,
Welcome in. It's good to see you.
they had a ranch black bean nachos at one time that
Ooh,
was
that's
there. It was only seasonal. I got it around Christmas time, and it was so good. They still have the black bean nachos there. They're just as good, but they're not quite as good as the ranch ones.
Uh-huh.
But they also have the wonderful nachos, which is the crab
Oh, the lobster nachos.
lobster
And you know
nachos.
what is so great about those is like the chips aren't
Yeah.
like corn tortilla chips
Oh
like
no, they're
nachos.
hearty.
They're like sort of like wonton chips, like
Yes.
fried little, almost like Asian, like
Yep.
crispy and light. And I'm not even a huge lobster fan,
Yeah.
but
Oh, that's
the
seafood.
lobster
So
is so good with
it
that
is so
crema
good.
on it. It's so good. So the lobster
Um,
nachos,
I've
100%.
always I asked them the last time I went there, where do you get your lobsters from? And they said from the Bay in California. So they were
Oh,
like, it's
wow.
right there. They get it fresh.
It's
That is
so
why you
good.
don't taste the
So good.
frozenness of the crab. Whenever you freeze crab, it makes it taste like gummy worms. I'm sorry, but
Thank goodness I've never eaten them. No, thank you.
yeah, you got to figure out ways to defrost it without making it feel gummy. And it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
hard
it's
for a lot of
almost like
people.
flaky and
Very hard
shreddy,
for a
and
lot
it's
of
just
people.
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but yeah. Local. Yeah. Hello to Disney Baker. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
It's good to see you.
Oh. Oh, that was a
What's
fun
another
one.
meal? Ooh. Another great place for breakfast that I have had is the Ale and Compass over in Yacht Club. The blueberry bacon pancakes are
I heard about them.
I love them. I so want to eat them.
Yeah.
Ellen Compass breakfast is one of those underrated, but
It is.
so amazing.
It is.
Such a great deal. Fantastic food. So good.
Great.
They had a lot of different competition in different resorts, but not really anything close to it.
French toast.
Because you order your entree, but you also get the kind of modified buffet.
Yeah.
And it's not like your regular buffet. It's like everything is just so good. And they kind of have a charcuterie board, and they have like all the things like fruit, but it's just so good. So you get what you ordered, plus you get what you can get off the buffet.
So I'm just like craving it.
Disney Baker does have the point for indulgent French toast is great.
Where's that at? Is that at Ale and Compass too?
No, just indulgent French toast. I've never heard of indulgent French toast.
Me neither. Where is it?
But what is that French toast called that is from Animal Kingdom? Congo toast.
Oh,
that is really good. The only thing you can get there that's pretty unique, I would say.
I think the only other place you can get it is at Polynesian. The Congo toast.
In that, yeah.
Moana, I believe. But you can never go wrong with Mickey waffles.
They're so good. And I love, like, Taylor is allergic to everything. But they have one Mickey waffles that they'll make special for her. And she can have like Mickey waffles, and it's just but they're so good. They're better than like any other waffles. They're so good.
Yes. They have a different technique. They've been doing it for so many years.
I want to try the churro ones over at the Crystal Palace.
And then they have
that sounds awesome.
waffles and chicken place that is where was that at, Mike? Was that Sleepy Hollow?
Yes.
Yes, it was Sleepy Hollow.
They just switched it over, and it looks really good.
They switched it over, and now it is
really
chicken
good.
and waffles.
I want to eat there so bad.
All day long, or you can get waffles with strawberries and cream on it.
Oh,
it is so good.
I'm hungry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
yeah,
Chris went to the Lamplight Lounge, indulgent.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
now I need to go back because they have brunch. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
At Lamplight Lounge.
Yeah, they do.
Have you ever had brunch at the Homecoming, Kelly? I have not.
I have not had brunch. It seems like every time I've gone there,
it's one of the places I want to
lunch
go
or dinner.
Homecoming.
So
I have not ate there yet. Yeah,
you have to.
So good.
I'm hungry. Just thinking about it now. Let me think. Oh, for lunch, deluxe burger in the Disney Springs.
Yeah.
I love their fries. Their garlic parmesan fries are delicious. Their burgers are just wonderful.
Deluxe burger, that is the best. Like I feel like it's the best burgers on
and that's better than McDonald's
property. So good.
They're really good. Very, very few places, even in the parks, really compare against that burger style. I know of one which was at well, isn't it Wilderness Lodge?
Out in the
bison burger.
The buffalo burger, right? Out on the little like poolside bar.
Yeah.
Geyser. Is it called Geyser?
Geyser Point.
Geyser Point. Yes. My DVC knowledge is still in there somewhere.
But that I got to try the buffalo burger, and I loved it. There's nothing really that compares against it if you're going towards a burger.
Does it taste all right? Because
it tastes a little bit more gamey, I would say. It tastes like it's buffalo, so it's a little bit more gamier, a little bit more wild.
Yeah.
And it's really good though. I liked it. I grew up in a family that likes wild game though. My dad hunts, he fishes, he crabs, he does everything. So every right around this time of year, we always go out and we try to fish for crabs. This is the right time of the year to fish for crabs around ocean shores.
Wow.
So,
and I love that Chris brings up my favorite restaurant anywhere on any Disney property is
Blue
the Blue
Bayou.
Yes. So I can't wait to go back there.
Now, I heard mixed reviews of Black.
Okay. Anyone who says it's not good is trash. They're wrong.
Okay.
They're wrong.
Okay. Yes, I have heard mixed reviews about it.
Just give me the written list and a name, and I will hunt them down.
I'm number one. Like, it is just the greatest thing ever because of where you're at. Now, Disney Worlders, you can't understand.
Yeah.
But in Disneyland, when you're in Pirates of the Caribbean ride, you enter through the bayou. Okay. And so you're in the bayou, and then there's the Blue Bayou on your right. You can see the lanterns hanging, the crickets are chirping, and it's always night.
Thrown rolls yet?
I've thrown rolls. I've never caught one, but yeah. And people in the boats will go by, throw me a roll. So, but you definitely want to sit by the water, and it's just a vibe. But the food is actually really, really good. They have great gumbo. They have the Monte Cristo is fantastic.
Oh, yes.
But I'm with Baker. I always get I get the steak and lobster, and then every time I go, but usually I get the Fantasmics package, so you also get Fantasmic seating. So you can get any dinner, so you might as well get the most expensive, right? Because it's in the price of the Fantasmic package, so it's all about getting the best deal. But it's so good. And you get the mint julep, which is so good.
Julep, yes.
Ooh.
Okay. And now that is the only place that serves that. I don't.
Except for Casey's Corner, they have the
No,
non-alcoholic.
we're talking about Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Um,
That world.
It used to be another place that used to be on the outside that was not
Mm-hmm.
Blue Bayou, or was not Blue Bayou.
Oh, the little quick serve. Or you
quick
talking about
service.
Cafe Orleans? You could get the
Yeah,
Monte
Cafe
Cristo.
Orleans. And I loved it there, but that's the only
Mm.
place we really got it. And now I don't know if they're going to be serving that anymore because that got switched over into being Tiana's.
Oh.
That's the new restaurant location for Tiana's. Which,
have you eaten
but
it?
I have had, what is that called? I love the Blue Bayou. I liked eating there. I have had it like 3 times.
Okay.
Not that many times, but
I think that's I've probably been there 3 or 4 times at the most, and it's just awesome. It's always good. It's always so great.
the French onion soup with the onions that are crusted on top. Oh,
yes.
You have to use a spoon to get through the cheese.
Yes, like it's like
I love it.
Yes, and there's
yes.
It's kind of like they put it in the oven, like it's in its little crock, and the cheese is all over the sides.
This makes ooey gooey wonderfulness. There's no other explanation.
Yes, so good. You got to break through to get to that French onion soup.
Yep. And then I also like their dessert there because the guy who did the dessert, he came over with a flame torch and went,
oh my goodness!
On top of the dessert, I'm like, ooh, I get to have an experience with this meal.
Was it? I've had the creme brulee. Was it that?
Yeah.
And then
it was what they called a experience creme brulee for me when I had it, and they did not bake the creme brulee beforehand. They took it out, put it on your table, and then they had a different guy come out,
set it on fire,
and he was like,
oh my goodness! Wow, that sounds like fun.
It was so fun.
Oh my goodness.
But the creme brulee there's nothing really. You have not had creme brulee unless you had it at the Blue Bayou.
Really?
Yeah, and that when you put your spoon and get that nice crack as you.
Yep. So you hear when you break through.
Oh, I had that too, Chris. The chocolate cheesecake.
Chocolate sauce cheesecake? Yes, please.
Oh boy,
I love a good cheesecake. I do.
Oh yes, but
I'm trying to think of another place that I love.
Love the Blue Bayou. Yes.
You know what?
Hearts all over.
One of my other favorite places that I really did like was the Brown Derby in the Hollywood Studios.
Oh,
Mike, you always have the best choices. That's a great one.
Derby cake is really good for dessert, and I had that. It was delicious.
Chicken Cobb.
I had the chicken there as well. Delicious.
Chicken Cobb salad. Not very many people think of this, but that one at the Brown Derby.
That's the original.
There's nothing else.
It's the original. The Brown Derby in Hollywood is where a Cobb salad was created, and
it's where it was created.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, when you walk in there.
In Disneyland, it was created.
The pictures of like all of the stars. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, all the people that's been there.
It was so much fun. I mean,
I love the Brown Derby. And then I got a charcuterie that was there, and it had like a small block of honey that was in the corner. Had some grapes. It was so good.
Great menu. Oh my god,
wonderful!
It was a really good meal. Now. One of the new places that I really want to try is the Woody's Rodeo Roundup. I want to eat there so bad because I want to do that, and it's like
the freeze.
And I love the Toy Story stuff anyway, so it's like.
But you haven't eaten it anywhere in Toy Story Land that I know.
I haven't because I can't find Woody's lunchbox.
He cannot find Woody's
can't
lunchbox,
find it.
or
I can't find it. I get lost.
What?
And
it's funny. I keep trying to tell him how it
I've
is.
been Slinky Dog.
I got so enthused with this.
And I've been alien swirling.
How are you missing Woody's lunchbox?
I don't see it. I mean,
You know, Toy Story Land usually is packed with people, so I sort of get that. But it's kind of just opposite of your entrance for Slinky Dog.
And I'm like, okay, here is Slinky Dog.
There it is.
It's right across from Slinky Dog on the main strip.
Like where you go up the hill to Slinky Dog, it's like right there on the other side.
Over by the bathrooms, because I know where the bathrooms.
You've gone too far. If you've gone to the bathrooms, you've gone too far.
I need a map. I need a map.
Okay, so in a map in your head.
Yeah.
So do you know where the
I know the Slinky Dog Dash is.
Midtown Mania. Midtown Mania.
I do know. Where?
Midtown. Midway Mania.
Midway Mania.
You shoot the,
you shoot the guns.
I love that game, by the way.
Yeah,
I love that. Yes.
So
I know what that is.
When you go into that ride, you take a left, and it is basically in the same vicinity. I think.
I'm gonna get lost. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna get lost.
Take a left right after you get out.
But wait a minute. When you go left, that's the bathrooms. Right across.
No, you've gone too far.
Or am I getting lost?
Take a right.
The bathrooms are right across from Alien Swirling Saucer.
Yeah.
So then you've gone too far. So
I'm lost. It's before the big.
You take a right. It's almost. It's really close to. It's the thing that
Where's
is right
that
next to
at?
the
Is that
entrance.
the bathrooms? I'm lost.
It's the thing that is right next to the entrance of Midtown Mania.
Wait a minute.
On its same side.
Toy Story Mania is behind me. In front of me is the Slinky Dog.
Just take Baker with you. That's take Chris.
Somebody take me, because I'm gonna get lost.
I already know I'm probably gonna be taking him when he gets.
You will be taking me, because I'm gonna be like, we are going, and I'm
gonna pamper him on his first trip to Disneyland. I'm gonna try to take him to Grand Californian.
Ooh.
Yes, my DVC
fancy.
resort.
Now wait a minute. We do have to go to Pixar Pier Hotel.
Yes, we'll take
because I want to see Bing Bong.
Pixar Pier Hotel is so good. It is
beautiful.
It's a retheming from Paradise Pier to Pixar is insane.
Wait a minute.
I'm wondering. I'm
so
wondering. Try to stay there a week.
Wait a minute. Okay. Go down the ramp, turn left. I am seeing the entrance to the Toy Story Land. I see Woody on my right. I go.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
I see with the Slinky Dog, and I see.
There you go. Look that way. There it is.
You see the Slinky Dog. Okay, you're
walking
down the main street.
Somebody give me a map.
You're walking down the main street.
This is what I mean.
You see the line.
I can't find it.
You see the line for Slinky Dog. You don't officially see Slinky Dog. You know the line's
Yeah. You don't see Slinky Dog, but I'm talking about the
entrance
the line.
to Slinky Dog. But do not turn to the right. Go a little bit straight.
Look to your left.
And take a left. Right there.
Wait a minute.
It depends, Baker, on which way you're coming from.
Draw me a map.
Oh gosh.
Show me.
It depends on if you're entering where Woody is or not.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Somebody do this on video for me, and I'm like lost.
So funny.
It's all good. When I go on my next trip, I'm gonna find it. All right. What's next? Let's get off this topic.
Okay.
What's next?
Now,
Okay.
I'm allowing in and out of Disney parks for
fine.
this one, but
That's fine.
themed
I already have
restaurants,
mine.
I'll let Mikey with his
All
enthusiasm.
right.
And it's themed restaurants? Themed
Yeah.
restaurants?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The best themed for me. You go into Epcot, back door. You go up the bridge, hang a left, and you go to Italy. You walk all the way in the back. Via Napoli, hands down, is one of the best themed restaurants because you have those big brick, the ovens, chef's kiss, service, great, pizza, phenomenal. The best themed restaurant in all of Disney World, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's Via.
I have not been. I want to go. I'll tell you, when I was, working for Disney Vacation Club, everybody talked about, all the members talked about Via Napoli. So, I've only heard amazing and great things. I just haven't. It didn't get there yet.
Yeah,
that's fair. How about for you, Kelly?
I'm gonna think about Disney World first, and like a themed restaurant. If you're just looking for the theme, honestly, I don't know that the food's fantastic, but I really liked the theming in the Beauty and the Beast. Like I mean, when
classic.
Taylor and I went there, and we sat in the East Wing, and it was like a core memory for me.
Oh yeah,
it was like we were in the movie.
To experience it. I'm happy.
Yeah. So it was really, really great, and I thought the theming was really, really. It was fantastic. I mean, it was so good.
Bad.
Yeah.
And our food was good. But I don't know that I would go for the food, but definitely that just experience of the theming. And we were there like Christmas time. So there was a Christmas tree in the main ballroom. But I'm so glad we got to sit in the East Wing, because I think that's the coolest room. But also the I mean, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. Is Tony's. I think you're a Lady and the Tramp fan. That is also Taylor and I went with Dole Whip Dad and his family one time, and the theming was just really great. Like, I loved it, and I love that you can get like spaghetti, and I don't have anybody to share a noodle with, but it was, it would be good if you did. It was just really, really cool theming, I thought.
The Disney Baker saying the Astor House Royal the banquet hall in
okay. That's interesting for theming, because that is really
eaten there either. I've never eaten there.
I like that theming there.
What about the German restaurant as well?
A lot of the restaurants really, they do fantastic.
Yeah, I can't. The name has left my brain. Beer Garden. Yes, that is so cool. Going in there, and it looks like you're in the little village at night, and the amazing, musicians.
Also, another good one is, for me, Spice Road Table, Epcot.
Oh, that is good.
I've never eaten there.
I love it there.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
It's usually easy to get into as well, but it's really good. So,
I also have me and my sister, next time we're going to Disney World, we want to go towards what is that restaurant called that's in Mexico Pavilion, but it's inside of
It's in the pyramid,
Pyramid? Yeah.
Whatever that's called.
I've always wanted to eat in there.
I don't know. I just call it
Disney World's
the food
version
isn't great. I would. Don't say it. Don't say it.
It is
Disney World's version of Blue Bayou. It is not.
Blue Bayou. Yes.
I will fight you, Richard, when I see you.
Uh-oh.
I mean, in theory, I suppose.
Oh boy. Have you ever looked at that theming of that restaurant though?
I've eaten there.
Gosh. It
Is
is
it
so beautiful.
though? Is it? Is it?
Then
You're
there's
kind of in a gift
Rose.
shop. I don't know.
Oh, it's in the
It's
corner. Yeah, that's true.
but you know, no one's saying throw me a chip. Like I don't
No,
know.
no.
But I mean, honestly, the food's not fantastic. If you go
Oh,
there, I would go, but
Yeah.
yeah.
stick to the appetizers. The
Okay.
appetizers are so good. The meals,
I'll have to
not so
remember
much.
that.
But the
So,
drinks
appetizer
and
and
the
dessert.
appetizers, definitely the
Appetizer,
experience
dessert,
it.
yum.
But I just don't want you to be disappointed. But if you go and get appetizers and the drinks and ask to sit by the water, you will enjoy it. I just
Okay.
don't think it's a repeatable
Mm,
restaurant.
Okay. Well, I tried one time.
mhm.
I tried the other Mexican restaurant that is on the lake,
Oh,
Yeah.
that one,
and
yeah.
I had a bad experience with that because they gave me
Really?
food poisoning.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not good. Oh my.
So I tried that one,
Mhm.
ranch
Yeah,
something,
yeah. Mhm.
something like that,
Yeah.
and it was on the lake. We had a great
Mhm.
view of the
I know
fireworks.
one,
It
yeah.
was a
Mhm.
fireworks
Mhm. Yep.
experience,
Yep, yep, yep.
and we got to see the fireworks and not that great of food. It was bad enough that right after the fireworks, I was in the toilet for a long time. So
I get the
yeah, that is less than desirable.
yeah, less than desirable. So I recommend just watch it when you're eating there. I guess I had a
yeah,
weird cook or something. I do not know
I
what
get it.
happened.
I get
A
it.
lot of people
Yeah.
say they like that restaurant really. That's on the lake. It's halfway.
I
Now,
think if you're going just for like the drinks, maybe,
Yeah,
or maybe like just something simple like the
yeah,
nachos, but I wouldn't know that I would like
man.
get
yeah.
anything else.
Epcot does not have a really good Mexican restaurant. Then
No, it does
they
not.
don't. They have the
Um,
margarita stand. I love that place.
but that's inside the
It's in the
pyramid.
corner. The
That
margarita
You
is
know, the bar that's in the
the bar.
pyramid, so not the restaurant, but the
Okay.
bar, get the if you like guacamole. The
Yes.
chips and guacamole, fire.
Oh.
So good. Like
Oh,
it's
so I'm gonna
fresh,
have to order like
chunky, like
6 of
you can
those.
okay.
tell they just made it for you.
Okay.
So good. It's
Okay.
as big as your head. It's so good.
Wow.
And then
Fantastic.
they do have some great drinks in there. So if you go there, the
Okay.
bar is actually a thumbs up.
I just thought
I'm
of
so
it.
sorry, guys. I'm going to have to go soon.
Yeah, you're good.
Just because, but this has been so stinking fun. I could talk food with you two for probably ever. I
So
Yeah.
could
am
I.
loving this. Thank you
Oh,
for
Absolutely.
putting
I
joy
love
in my
to
heart.
ask you to come
You
back
are
on.
very welcome.
Bye,
Absolutely.
Chris.
And I bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Now, one other place that I thought is really, really fun for the theming is the Skipper Canteen in the
Yeah,
Adventureland.
that's
Yeah.
a great,
It's
great one.
so much fun. The jokes are like
Yeah.
good. I
Skipper.
mean,
So good.
really, really, really good meal there. I thought that the vibe was really good. I'm trying to think of another place that has really good theming.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. Did you get the Brazilian cheese bread
No,
there?
I
So
didn't.
good.
Oh.
So
No,
good.
I did not get that.
I
But
will say it's not an
I love the
allergy
chicken there.
friendly restaurant. Like Taylor
Oh.
can literally eat nothing there.
I'm so
Nothing.
sorry.
So she just has to sit there and watch people eat.
Oh,
So
that's
it's not
Uh,
man.
terribly allergy
It's
friendly,
sad.
but
it's
the
very hard for
Brazilian
my
cheese
mom.
bread, if it won't
Same
kill
way.
you because you're
Yeah.
allergic, is so
I
delicious.
understand. I get that. Oh my gosh, so that's got to be so hard, you know. And I just thought of another place too. Going to resorts, that for theming, I would have to say, and I'm going back to one of the really good the resorts has to be the Cape May Cafe for
Yeah.
both the breakfast and dinner, and I've had both,
Yeah.
and the both are very good. I think that the theming on them is perfect.
I
Um,
love the theming and beaches and cream also.
I want to eat there so badly,
Yeah,
and yes,
the kitchen sink.
I want to do the kitchen thing.
Experience.
Not kidding. I'm not kidding. Now,
Love it.
Yeah.
now, when you went to be our guest, was he there?
Hmm.
This is why I want to go there for 2 reasons.
Cogsworth was not there. Now,
Yeah.
I will say Taylor and I went. Okay, he's probably there normally, but
Okay.
Taylor and I went for breakfast, and there are not characters at breakfast.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
but
you
it
tried
was
the gray
just we just wanted to experience it, and we were able to
Right,
get in
right,
last
right,
minute.
right.
So
They do have the gray stuff, but they're not the only
It's
place.
delicious. I still want to try
it's not the
Jack's on.
Disneyland gray stuff though. The Disneyland gray stuff is
It
so much
tastes
better with the
better.
red velvet in the middle
Yeah,
and
it
all
tastes
this
better in
stuff.
Disneyland.
Oh my goodness, I'm so
But
hungry.
I'm so
But
sorry, guys. I really got to head out.
Oh,
I
you're good.
apologize. I want to stay all night
We're just
because
about
this
to
is
end
just
right
so much
after
fun.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
love you. Thank you so much for inviting
Love
me.
you
You
too.
two are just the
very
best.
welcome. It is so
Yeah.
good to see you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Have a great day. Yeah.
Bye.
If I know how to get out of
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness, yes.
I mean, yes, we could talk food all
day long. But I
But
want to save
seriously,
some
though, I do
for
have
other
to
channels,
confess
other
stuff.
times. So
Yeah. I
because
think that,
before you know it, we're going to start repeating what we're talking about the next.
yeah, and I do need to get to bed soon, and I know that you have to eat soon. So
I have to eat soon. I haven't ate yet.
what's on the menu?
Spaghetti.
Ooh,
Spaghetti's on the
nice.
menu tonight.
With garlic bread? With garlic bread?
With the garlic bread. Yeah, we got some
Super
garlic.
garlicky or not?
What?
Super
Not super crunchy.
garlic?
Yeah. Okay. We
okay.
we just get the ones from Walmart. I'm
My
sorry,
garlic
but
bread has to be the garlic. Mine has to be super garlicky.
no. I have
love
too much. I've learned that I can't have too much garlic.
Oh, I get it. Say no more.
It's the heartburn now.
I get the point. Yeah.
It's fine, but
Yeah.
I still, you know what? I love living what I used to love, which was garlics and lemons. So
I love garlic bread. Oh my god.
I love garlic. Look, I'm telling you,
give me some garlic parmesan stuff,
if you
and
can
I'm in.
find where a Italian restaurant is around you, and you can find a place that has garlic mazzithera,
Yeah.
that is the thing to get.
Spell it for me, and
I'll try to send it to you. I'll
send it to me because that sounds so stinking good.
Oh, some of them make it better than others. You're going to have to be like my sister. She's really picky on lemon.
You want to know about picky? This one's picky.
You will have to be picky with the garlic. You tell them when you get it, overdose the garlic.
I would say this: the most garlic you can put on it.
Oh boy, it's going to be more garlic than pesto, or more garlic than the noodles.
Speaking of that, Richard, the other night I had the best pizza besides Via.
Okay.
You
have a contender.
Yeah. Garlic pesto pizza.
Ooh, that is good stuff.
Joe's. It is so good.
That is good stuff.
I just had it the other night, and even though yes, I am not at Via Napoli right now, that pizza is like so good.
Yeah. So
what do we got for the next segment? Because
that is the end of the segments. We'll try to use that. Okay. Yeah, we'll use that last one later.
Sure.
Different stream probably.
Sure, no problem. I mean, we want to thank Kelly from the Mickey Bunch for joining us.
On. We had such a fun time. We talked about food,
chatting with you.
Got everyone hungry.
So much fun. I'm hungry.
Just go eat. I'm sorry that we got you hungry.
I'm going to be going to bed soon. Yeah. I'm literally right now, as in like starving.
Yes.
You know? So yeah, go eat, guys.
Yeah. Everyone have a great day.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I can see everyone.
Guys. We will see you later.
Hello. See you later, guys. Goodbye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.